Yo, what is going on, you sad Sandshrew? That's right, new Eeveelutions are coming out. We got the leaks from Japan's was it Eevee Heroes set that they're getting. I don't know how we're gonna get these cards. We might get them in this August set, or might get them in some like special set. I actually don't know, but we'll get them eventually. Before we get into the cards, though, I do want to mention on this video, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of 36 Battle Styles PTCGO codes. Pokemon hooked me up with a bunch of codes. I'm going to be giving away some here on this video. 36 Battle Styles codes. Going to give away a bunch over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Link in the description. I stream every day except Tuesdays. Go check that out. Also on the Instagram and the Twitter. So go give both of those a follow as well if you want more chances to get free codes. Yeah, but to get the codes, to potentially win the codes here for this video, all you have to do is comment in the comment section down below your favorite Eeveelution, whether it be Flareon or Flareon. Put that comment in the comment section down below, and I'll pick a lucky winner on Friday. 36 Battle Styles codes. Just comment down below your favorite Eeveelution. That's all you got to do. Winner will be announced on Friday in the comment section. I'll add the person in the reply to their comment in the comment section, and then I'll send them their codes. 36 Battle Styles PTCGO codes. All right, let's get into these cards. But before we look at the Pokemon, let's look at the tool cards, because I think these have a bigger impact on some of them being good or not. So let's go through these first, and then we'll go back to the Eeveelutions themselves. All right, Elemental Badge. If it's attached to a Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon, their attacks cost one colorless less. So that's huge. That's a big deal. This is energy acceleration through a tool card. This is better than Turbo Patch. This is better than Metal Saucer. This is insanely powerful as far as this is just insanely powerful as far as cards go. as far as cards go, this is insanely powerful. So super strong tool card here, the Elemental Badge. Next is and this one only works for Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon though. Then we have the Snow Leaf Badge for Glaceon and Leafeon, and they have no retreat cost, no weakness. Okay, that one's all right, I guess. Specifically for Glaceon not being able to be, ignoring that weakness to metal will be pretty good. Leafeon, I mean, the no retreat cost is kind of, it's like, okay, it's definitely good. It's not bad, of course, but like, it's not as good as this one for sure. And then we have the Moon and Sun Badge, which says the Espeon and Umbreon that's attached to can't be affected by supporter cards from your opponent. So what, Yell, Grunt, and Boss, I guess, but if you're attacking with these Pokemon, who really cares, you know? So this one is also, they're steadily getting worse. This one is like, I'm not going to play this. I don't think so. And then the Sylveon V1, or the Sylveon one, V or V Max. It says V, but it can be attached to V Max and have the same effect. When it's knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, your opponent takes one less prize card. So this one is also super powerful. I don't think the Sylveon V is not in these ones. I don't think we've seen the Sylveon yet, unless I missed something earlier on. But we don't know what the Sylveon V does yet, I don't think. But we know that if you attach this to it, your opponent takes one less prize card when they knock it out. So this could be super powerful combo to combo this with the Sylveon. We'll have to wait and see what Sylveon does. I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys seen it? If you've seen it, comment down below and let me know where I can read this card. All right, let's get to the Pokemon. Flareon VMAX. It's got that max explosion, Fire Colorless, which could cost only, because of the Elemental Badge, Fire Colorless, 100 damage times. You discard the top 5 cards and it does 100 damage times the number of energy discarded this way. Okay, so you could do 500 damage. That's pretty good. You want to KO pretty much anything in the format. You have to have 5 energy on the top of your deck. How do you set that up? And to be honest, you can't really. I mean, you have a Rangaroo with Primate Wisdom to set up one of the fire energy, but then how do you get the other 4 there? Maybe you just try and thin out your deck aggressively, and then use something like a Recycler and just put a bunch of fire back. So I think as far as decks like this have gone in the past, like the Gyarados deck or the Sandaconda deck, this could be the best that we've ever seen of those kind of decks. But overall, I don't think this is going to be very good. I could be proven wrong, but I don't think it's going to be very good overall. A good meme deck, maybe it'll be a solid, you know, nice RNG meme deck, kind of like a Maractus or something, you know, just a lot of RNG involved. You're flipping coins, but instead of flipping coins, you're just discarding the top 5 cards of your deck. Where are my fire energy? You get them, it's great. If you're not, it's not so great. Vaporeon up next. Now, it has a really interesting first attack here with the Bubble Pod, and this could be used for 0 cost with the Elemental Badge, but it only costing 1 energy, and with it, what the effect of it does, attaching an energy for turn wouldn't be too bad, to be honest, especially when you could combo with like Capture Energy or something, because it does cost colorless. Choose a water Pokemon from your discard pile, put it onto your bench, then attach up to 3 water energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. So could be pretty good. I can't think of any Pokemon off the top of my head where you wouldn't just kind of play that Pokemon with Frostmoth instead, because you have to like go out of your way to set this stage 1 up, play it in your deck, attach to it, or play the tool card and attach that to it, and then get that other water Pokemon in your discard pile, and then get 3 water energy in your discard pile, and then do the attack for turn instead of doing damage for your turn. So I don't see this being good. I'd love to be proven wrong. It's a really cool attack nonetheless. Like, even if this ends up being a bad card, maybe there's some good meme decks come out of it. So that could be cool. It is a rapid strike card, which oh, I guess I messed it on Flareon. Flareon is also a single. I actually didn't see that before. Flareon is a single strike card. I don't know how much it helps Flareon, to be honest. I don't know what that really adds for Flareon, because I guess you could play with Fire Energy and Houndoom. You get some extra damage there, but that doesn't seem that good, to be honest. I guess you then could play Urns, and Urns would recover energy for you if you play those. So you don't actually need to play Welder. You could just go attach Fire, Houndoom out, a special energy. I didn't actually see this with single strike. So that could actually make it a little bit better, to be honest, but I still don't see it being that good overall. Back to Vaporeon. Could be some good memes to come out of the first attack, but besides that, I don't see it being that great. But really cool first attack, I think, nonetheless. Really cool first attack, but not going to be quite good enough. Let's move on to the Glaceon, which I think does have a ton of potential here, especially with the tool card, because its ability says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's VMAX Pokemon. And then its attack is Water, Colorless, 150, 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So this will combo super well with that Water Welder card. I forget the name. The name is eluding me right now. So the Water Welder card that's coming out, this will work super well with that, because it'll be, be able to attack turn 2 for 150, 30 to a bench Pokemon. That's not that bad of damage. And you can't be hit by VMAXs, which is kind of insane, excluding Glaceon VMAX. So I guess Glaceons can hit Glaceons. And then you're like, whoa, but it's weak to metal. But whoa, we got that tool card coming out for it, the Snow Leaf Badge, which means you remove the weakness, which means Station could just play Tool Scrapper and then knock it out. But if they don't and they can't find it, we're chilling. We're chilling. They can hit us for 230. We 2-hit KO them. They 2-hit KO us. Maybe it'll work out. That still sounds like a bad prize trade, because we only get 2 prize cards. We get the 30 damage on the bench. That still sounds like a bad prize trade, actually. So Station's still probably going to body us, and they might play Zamazenta, which also bodies us. But against any other VMAX deck, this seems super powerful. So I think pre-rotation, if we get this card pre-rotation, it won't be that great. But post-rotation, this card could have a lot of viability in it, because the Station decks lose a lot, right? The Station decks lose their Luke Metal, they lose their ADP, they only got themselves and a Zamazenta, which isn't not as powerful as it used to be. So who knows? The Station decks might just be kind of eh. And then who knows? Glaceon could be a great card to play in the meta with a bunch of VMAXs running around. So look out for Glaceon. Next up is Jolteon, which I think is probably the most powerful besides the Espeon, but I already talked about Espeon earlier this week, or last week. What is today? Yeah, last week. I already talked about Espeon last week, so we won't cover Espeon too much here, because we already saw it leaked. But the Jolteon seems super powerful. I'm super excited for this card. There's so many decks you could play this in. It could be its own deck. You could maybe play a small line in Pikarom. That'd be a little bit weird the more I think about it, but I don't know. You could do something with it. Anyways, Jolteon VMAX Lightning Colorless, but it could only cost Lightning because of the tool card. 100 damage. It attaches 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that already has any damage counters on it. So Jolteon plus Zigzagoons, just put a Lightning on there and you just do 200 damage on turn 2. That seems pretty good to me. It is weak to fighting, so obviously stuff like Rapid Strike, Single Strike, so on, gonna be a little bit annoying for the Jolteon. But yeah, 100 to two different Pokemon. Mew is of course a thing as well, so if Mew's around, not gonna be as good once again. But I think this card has a lot of potential. Even something like Roxy and Weezing in here could be really cool, because then that would also help you get more damage in play to set up those knockouts on like tag teams and stuff, because you don't want to like triple goon ping something and then attack it 3 times to knock out like a VMAX, or not tag teams, VMAXs, but even like a tag team, I guess you could like Roxy, 4 Weezings, and then you're doing, that's 40 damage to a tag team, and then you hit it for 2 attacks, so it's 100, so it's 240. And then if it's like a Mewtwo that has 270 HP, you goon ping it 3 times, you play 4 net, maybe 3 goon or whatever, boom, KO'd. A lot, but it would work. Yeah, this card looks super cool. Definitely the best besides the Espeon, which I already talked about previously, and has that Sun Notification ability. None of your Pokemon are affected by effects of attacks if they have energy on them, and then it has that Psychic Colorless calls 60 times the number of energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So this one, besides the Espeon, which also seems really powerful overall, Jolteon seems like the best new one that we're taking a look at here. Espeon, of course, seems super powerful, weak to dark, so of course you don't like that, but not that big of a deal. The tool card for it also, like I said, not great. Prevents effects of supporter cards. You don't really care about boss. Like if you're going to be attacking with this, it's going to be in your active. They can't boss it if it's in your active, so Yell Grunt can't be used on it, I guess, but who cares? No one's playing Yell Grunt. And the last one to talk about is the Umbreon VMAX, which I think might see the most immediate play and success because you can play it in Eternatus. It's a dark Pokemon. Umbreon VMAX. Dark Signal. Once you're in turn, when you play this from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. So it's basically just a gust effect in the ability. We've seen many abilities like this in the past. Stuff like Ninetales, Luxray GL level X, a bunch of stuff like this in the past. Seen it here again with this Umbreon VMAX. That I think will definitely be included as at least a 1-1 in Eternatus decks. It just gives you like so much more aggressive options to be able to go like research into the Umbreon VMAX. You already got the Umbreon down, go into the VMAX, you bring up there whatever you want to hit, you bring it up, you hit it. Like, this offers a ton of aggressive options for Eternatus VMAX, so I definitely see this being played at least as a 1-1, probably as a 2-2. It is single strike, but I don't think that changes a whole ton for it. Like, I don't think you're playing this with Houndoom or anything. That seems like you're only doing 160 damage, doesn't make any sense. So it is single strike, but it's almost like it's irrelevant that it's single strike. So but yeah, a little bit of a line in the Eternatus deck for sure, I think, and that'll give a ton of aggressive options to Eternatus that they didn't really have before, just making the deck that much better. And it is weak to grass, so I guess that could play. I mean, it takes 2 energy to attack with, so that's kind of awkward, but it could play a role in some matchups for Eternatus, where maybe you set this up first, you're weak to grass and not fighting against like a rapid strike. I mean, you're still probably losing that matchup because you're only doing 160 damage, so I mean, it's technically a thing you can do. But that's it, guys. That's all the Eeveelutions. The things that makes them the most powerful is definitely the tool cards. This taking away that weakness from the Glaceon. This making Jolteon so good. Potentially Flareon, potentially Vaporeon, but Jolteon seems like the best out of those 3. And then what? And then this one could be really good with Sylveon if Sylveon's good. But what does Sylveon do? We don't know. So it might just be a really good card for a really bad Pokemon. And that's it, guys. I will see you tomorrow.